Hi everyone, my name is Mahek Jhaveri, and today I'm going to be teaching you about Lord Ayyappa. Lord Ayyappa is worshipped all over India, but especially in South India and the state Kerala. It is said that he fulfills the honest desires of his devotees and bestows good health, prosperity, and success. He is also known as Sasta, Dharmasasta, and Hariharan Putiran, which means son of both Hari or Vishnu and Haran or Shiva. He's also known as Manikandan because his parents tied a golden bell, which is called Mani, around his neck, his kandan, very soon after his birth. But who is Lord Ayyappa? This is his story.
Mahishi, a wicked buffalo demoness, procured a tricky boon from Lord Brahma that no one except a son of Lord Shiva and Mahavishnu could kill her. With that boon, she went to Devaloka and started attacking the Devas, and no one could defeat her. When the menace was getting unbearable, the Devas went to Mahavishnu for help. To help the Devas, Mahavishnu assumed the form of Mohini. With Lord Shiva, Mohini had a son. A small bell was tied to the baby's neck and they decided to hand over the child to King Rajashekara. King Rajashekara was the ruler of Pandalam kingdom in Kerala. He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. His only disappointment was not having a child. One day, when King Rajashekara was hunting in the forest, he saw an infant crying near river Pamba. The king loved the child instantly. Rajashekara was overjoyed. He carried the child and handed him over to his wife, who was also happy to welcome the newborn. They named him Manikanthan, the one with a bell around his neck. Manikantan demonstrated extraordinary talent in martial arts, literature, and shastras. His teacher and the king were very proud of him. Meanwhile, the queen delivered a son. He was named Rajarajan. Soon the king decided to crown Manikantan as the crown prince of Pandalam, considering him to be his elder son. The wicked Diwan was uncomfortable to imagine Manikandan as the king since he realized it would be difficult to manipulate the clever boy. He devised many plans to kill him but failed. Finally, he poisoned the queen's mind by telling that her own son is suitable to become the king rather than a boy that has come from the forest. The queen agreed with the Diwan's thoughts. The royal physician also joined the Diwan, so together they devised a plan. Next morning the queen complained of severe stomach pain. The royal physician was consulted. The physician prescribed the milk of a tigress as the only possible cure. King Rajashekara sent his men to the forest, but they all returned empty-handed. Finally, Manikandan insisted the king to let him go. The king did not have another option to save his dear wife's health, so he let him go to the forest. On the way, Manikandan came to know the problems created by Mahishi in Devaloka. He went there and fought a fierce battle with Mahishi and defeated her. Mahishi realized the divine person was none other than Shiva and Vishnu's son. Just then Lord Shiva appeared before Manikandan and blessed him. With his father's blessings, Manikandan rode on a tigress and made his way towards Pandalam kingdom. An anxious king, his guilty wife, divan, and physician ran towards him and fell on his feet for forgiveness. Manikandan blessed them all and informed them that he has to return back since his work on earth was over. He turned 12 years old on that day. Rajashekara expressed a desire to construct a temple in Manikandan's name. Manikandan therefore took a bow and arrow and hit on the top of the hill Shabari. He asked the king to construct a temple on that hill and disappeared. Thus the famous temple on Shabarimala was raised with 18 stairs to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Shabarimala is in Kerala, and it is one of the most famous Ayyappa shrines, visited by more than 50 million devotees every year, also making it one of the most popular pilgrimages in the world. Pilgrims from around the country brave dense forests, steep hills, and very difficult weather to seek the blessings of Ayyappa. This is usually between mid-November and mid-January, and especially on January 14th, also known as Makar Sankranti or Pongal. On this day, it is said that the Lord himself descends in the form of light. Devotees go to the temple and accept prasad, and then descend the 18 steps of the temple, walking backward with their faces turned toward the Lord. I hope you enjoyed learning about Lord Ayyappa, and maybe one day you'll get to visit Shabarimala.